All right, hi everyone. It's been a while since I've done a Middle Tennessee forecast. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Mary Mays, and I live in Nashville or right outside of Nashville. So I like to do Middle Tennessee forecast. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. If you live in this area, welcome. This forecast is just for you. All right, so today has actually been pretty nice so far, but you're probably noticing there's clouds. We've got rain on the way, and yes, you will see some lightning as well with this. There's going to be a little bit of instability, but kind of the big thing a lot of folks have been talking about is, are we going to see snow? And the answer is maybe. And the second part to that answer is not much if you do see it at all. So this is our HRRR. This is kind of a higher resolution model that I like to show you, and the timing for this. So this is 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've got some showers to the north there along the Kentucky line. You might get a few pockets of heavy rain, and there's going to be a little bit of lightning. But as we get the cold air catching up on the backside of this line, we could see a little bit of snow. It's not going to be much if we see it at all. And that's kind of a big question mark because the cold air is just not getting here fast enough as the heavier rain's pushing through. We get to get some pretty good downpours with this. But you see, this is as we head into tonight, start to see a little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet, maybe a little bit of ice in southern Kentucky there. That's 8 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, 10. And you can see there's really not much to it. It's right on the backside of the system, maybe spitting out a few flurries. You'll be lucky to see it on the north side of Davidson County. And then as we go into the plateau, you get higher elevation. That could maybe squeeze out a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice, but it's really not going to be much, if anything at all. Maybe a couple flurries into the very early morning hours if you're in the eastern half of Middle Tennessee. And this is our snow totals. There's not really any. Maybe a tenth of an inch there on the plateau. There's just not going to be much. You might get a little bit on the grass. That is it. So if you keep hearing about snow, just know it's not really going to be a big deal if we see it at all. And there's a very good chance we're not going to see it all. And if you do see it, could get some flurries. That's about it. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that it's going to get a lot colder. So this is 11 a.m. So this is actually a little bit past. This kind of catches up here with the latest. So this is 1 o'clock, and you notice that a lot of folks are in the 50s and 60s. That's actually a pretty comfortable day. But as that rain comes in, it's going to be cold rain, and temperatures are going to drop really rapidly behind the system. And notice by 6 o'clock, you go from 57 possibly there and around Nashville to 49 in just an hour, likely this evening, and then lower 40s and then 30s, and you'll even get some low 30s. That's why it's cold enough to potentially get a little bit of snow. But I think that big temperature drop is going to be the thing you notice the most, rather than the snow. Because if you do see a few flurries, it's not much to it. But the cold is definitely going to be moving in. So your Saturday morning, it's going to be very chilly. Make sure you are dressed appropriately. Have the coats ready by the door if you take your dogs out early in the morning. So here is our forecast for the temperatures over the next few days. So Saturday is going to be chilly. You wake up in the upper 20s, high of 38. This is the Nashville airport, so it could be a little bit colder in the surrounding areas. Sunday morning, frigid. Low and mid 20s Sunday morning, but then we warm up to 50 and then kind of a nice climb as we head into the middle of next week. We're going to be back into the mid upper 60s with the highs, lows, 40s, 50s, and middle of next week is actually when we're going to see rain next. I think it'll be by about Wednesday that we get a few more showers in. So if you're wondering about snow, this is the forecast. We might get a little tiny bit, and it's mainly going to be probably along the Kentucky line down into the Cumberland Plateau. You're not going to see much. And if you're, in the southern part of Middle Tennessee, you're probably just going to see plain old rain. And yeah, I think the cold is the bigger deal with lows falling into the 20s this weekend. Make sure you stay bundled up. So thank you guys so much for watching this quick little forecast. And I'm going to try to do more of these. Remember, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and post them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. So, and if you want to see more Middle Tennessee focused forecasts, let me know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.